We're down to the final three of our top indispensable players for 2017, Colpack. And you maybe can interchange these three guys. If we were to poll 10 Bison fans, they may have these guys ranked in different order. But I think for the final three we have, they all are of massive importance to the Bison success in 2017.
Well, the reason this guy's number three, and we're talking about Nate Tangaway, is I think there's some depth there at the interior defensive line. So if this indispensable guy were to somehow get hurt again, and knock on wood, you just hope that never happens. The kid just has gone through so much. But if that were to happen, I think they'd have more parts to replace him. There he is. Look at him with his knee injury.
Yep.
He had such a great attitude after he got hurt.
You're
he was back
right.
on the field. I remember talking to him that day, saying, you know what, now I'm not going to feel sorry for myself. I'm going to get back to work. And he took that attitude, and he's, I think, really carried that through. And also, when I look at this guy, I see a man.
Yes.
I see a man.
I saw it at Iowa State. His first game in 2014 after he redshirted, and the Bison staff said, watch out. This guy we think can be the real deal, and he is, Kolpak. And he's even more motivated after what happened against Youngstown State and tearing his ACL. You just see.
Did you see that swim move right there? He's got some quickness, too.
It just flows out of him, the intensity, and I think the Bison defense missed that over the last 4 games of the season when he didn't play.
They missed that man part of it. I mean, you look at him and you talk to him post-game, you think he's 25 years old, and that's just the way he is. He's a leader. He wants to, I think go into the journalism thing or broadcast thing a little bit. He needs, hey, Nate, you're welcome to be on this set during the show. If NCAA rules, NDSU allow you to come back to to our set, you can take Dom's place and run the show.
No doubt. He can take my spot in a heartbeat. Let's talk expectations for him in 2017. We mentioned earlier in this series about how offensive line are going to treat Greg Menard, knowing what they have here, and obviously knowing a healthy Tangway back. What does he do in 2017?
He'll get doubled, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind he will.
He's got 7 career quarterback sacks, but that's being double-teamed a lot.
Right, that's totally reflection of how offensive line have schemed against him.
And we were talking about earlier in the series that a lot of guys like Greg Menard have really benefited from that for sacks.
Absolutely.
Greg Menard may set the school record for quarterback sacks.
Should give a
he needs to take Tangway out for dinner for a week straight.
I also think, though, when they move Caleb Butler inside, we already talked about Cole Karch earlier this summer, that I think the sky's the limit for that kid. So that goes right to your point. And Blake Williams might be there, and obviously Aaron Steidel, and Grant Morgan in there. That Nick Gazer's got 6 guys, obviously highlighted by Tangway and Steidel, to finally say maybe they have that kind of depth they had in 2012 and 2013, where it was Levon Perry and Ryan Drevlo, and you could list off a bunch of guys.
Danny
Lukey was in there.
Justin
Juckham was in there for a little bit, where they had 5-6 guys they can move in the interior. And you said that's the key spot.
And I think
when
really good. Calls indispensable, that's why he's number 3. Yeah. But, you could really make an argument where this guy's 1 or 2,
yeah, absolutely. And maybe you could go back to last season with him and the DeLuca injuries. You look back and say, boy, those were the 2 huge reasons why maybe. And that's not taking anything away from James Madison, because I'm sure there would be some JMU fans that watch to say, well, wait a minute, we went up there and won by 10 points. We were the better team. But it's hard to say that, Jeff, when 2 All-American guys aren't on the field for the Bison. But I know that's just what happened, though.
That's why this is the indispensable
there you
segment.
go. Nate Tangway, number 3. We got 2 to go on our list. Come back tomorrow to find out who.